over there, you can point it straight ahead. Printed out the stat sheet, and I didn't even bring it. Oh, no, I did not. Back here in Ida Grove as we are going to see OABCIG taking on Kingsley Pearson. Kingsley Pearson with a record of 15-5, I believe. And the Falcons' record is 11-7. And I say I guess because I was running a little late today and I left my stat sheet in the car. So bear with us tonight as we won't have any of the current and up-to-date statistics on the teams. But KP, one of the top teams that OABCIG has played this year, and we look forward to a great game this evening. I want to thank our sponsors tonight and our sponsors every night for bringing you this broadcast, including our scoreboard sponsor, United Bank of Iowa, our pregame show sponsor, Gordon's Body Shop, as well as the OABCIG sponsors, including Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, Christensen Van Houten Funeral Home, Beckman Motors, Zimmy's Bar and Grill, Schmidt Insurance, Rex Chevrolet, North Star Community Credit Union, Holstein Senior Living, the Hoffman Agency, the Holstein Manufacturing, Bloyer Agency, Evertech, and Farm Bureau Insurance agents Alex Conover, Denise Van Dusen, and Bernice Lamas. We're going to have the starting lineups in a moment, and we'll have our national anthem as well. In fact, we'll get you those starting lineups for KP. The catcher is Hunter Christensen. Batting second is Trey Jungers, and he is out in left field. The pitcher, Hogan Henrik, is batting third. Cleanup hitter is Mason Dix, and he'll be playing shortstop. The center fielder is Ryan Greenfield, batting fifth. The sixth hitter is Gabe Sievers. He'll be over at third base. The right fielder is Alex Spangler, and he is batting seventh. Batting eighth, the DH, Carter Sievers, and batting ninth, Tanner Gerke. He's the first baseman. The player who is fielding but not hitting is Bo Wilkin, and he's at second base. For the Falcons, they are going to lead off with Trust Wells in center field. Trayton Kohler's out in right tonight, batting second. Easton Harms behind the plate, batting third. Preston Gill hitting cleanup tonight, and he is playing shortstop. Gabe Winterode will be pitching this evening, and he is batting fifth. The DH is Max Webb, and he is batting sixth. Batting seventh is Zach Heemer over at third base. Luke Swanger is going to be the first baseman, and he is batting eighth. Eric Siebenaller is batting ninth, and he is playing second base. Out in left field, playing just the field tonight, is Kane Ladwig. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Number 31, Trust Wells.
Larry Beckman Motors in Odebo is your premier dealer for Ford, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram, new and used vehicles. Their dedicated sales staff, knowledgeable finance associates, and expertly trained technicians are all here to make your experience fun, easy, and hassle-free. We're proud to be family-owned and part of our local community. When it's time for a new vehicle for your family and a great selection of used vehicles and service, visit Larry Beckman Motors, Odebo. As you cruise through downtown Odebo, Iowa, you'll find Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, offering hardworking insurance for hardworking people. Have you visited SwansonWithYou.com? Put in a quote request. Check out real estate listings. Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, with you through the ages. Downtown Odebo. Online at SwansonWithYou.com.
Officials will be Justin Otto and Dawson Hoffman. Now if you'll please stand, face the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, ready to get to some baseball action tonight as the Falcons with a record of 11-7 taking on KP, record of, we believe, 15-5. At least that's what I remember it being. Again, we don't have our statistics because I was running late and was running from the car, and I decided to leave the statistics that I printed directly on the seat next to me. So we're going to just make do with what we've got, but we appreciate your patience with that. And we want to thank you for joining us on this production from Fuller Digital Solutions. My name is Michael Earl. If you do have a comment, we'd love to get it. You can do so on the YouTube channel you're watching right now. And, of course, you can also just message me, as always, on Facebook, Mike Earl with Nepal Real Estate. Look me up and message me there. Appreciate any comments and let us know how we're doing. Look forward to bringing you the Western Valley Tournament this year. That's going to be coming up, I believe, next week, maybe. So we're going to have that on the schedule. We got one more regular season game this week on Friday, and then we'll have one more game after that. But I believe that is after the tournament and against East Sac County, at least scheduled right now on the calendar. So we're looking forward to that, as well as we will bring you the baseball games going forward. We're going to bring you softball and baseball. Now, there are a lot of teams in the Western Valley that have Fuller Digital Solution. So if we are doing a game that is a shared broadcast, it's likely there will just be one stream going on both the OABCIG channel and the channel of that stream's broadcast. So watch out for that. But whether it's me or whether it's somebody else doing the commentary for the games, we will post it on that Facebook page so that you can find a link to send to people. And you can do that. Just look up Mike Earl with Nepal Real Estate, find that link. And that's a great way to see when the game is going on. Coming up to bat is Hunter Christensen facing Gabe Winterode. Gabe, left-hand pitcher from the full wind, delivers home, missing outside. 1-0 count to start things off here. They're playing Christensen pretty straight away. Even at the bag at third. First base playing behind the bag. Missing again outside. And Winterode falls behind 2-0. Center fielder shading a little bit to left. So a pretty big gap out in right center right now. As ball 3 comes across, tried to get Uncle Charlie to bend in there and just missed high. So Winterode falls behind 3-0 to start here. As he winds and fires home. Right in there for strike 1. Taking all the way was Christensen. A 3-1 count. Nobody out, nobody on. Leadoff hitter in the game between OABCIG and KP. Now miss outside and a walk to start things off. So base on balls will bring up Trey Jungers. Heinrich on deck. They say it's Henrik, actually, or Henrich. As Winterode throws over to first. Swanger picks up the low throw. No balls, no strikes. Runner at first. Nobody out. In there for a strike. They throw down. Good throw. And in time, as a caught stealing ends the threat early. And we'll put nobody on and 1 out. Great throw from Easton Harms and a good tag applied out at second base. Taking all the way on the stealing attempt. So the count is 0-1 with 1 out, nobody on. Winterode hits the outside corner. You know, the defense backs you up. It's a little easier to throw strikes. 0-2, watch him to waste one here. Tried to get him to chase something high, did, and fouled it to the backstop. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. As a lefty, Winterode works from the first base side of the mound. That one fouled back as well as he tried to get him inside and at the knees. I think if you're Winterode right now, you'd like to maybe get a bender on the outside, see if he'll chase. He just didn't get that one to snap through. Curveball that didn't curve. It'll bring a 1-2 count to the plate. Now come back on the inside about belt high. And they're going to go outside, hit a long way to left, fading back underneath it, running back. It's going to be over the head of Ladwig. One hop in the wall, coming back in, hit the cutoff, and a stand-up double for Jungers. We'll bring up Hogan Henrich.
Batting, Hogan Henrich. On deck, number 11, Mason Dix.
And if you're Henrich, lefty on lefty matchup doesn't happen as often. They're going to play him possibly to bunt here with one out. It's going to be in there at the letters for a strike. Even at the bag at third. Second shifting over. Shortstop playing a little bit on the side of second. That one bounces across. Good stop by Harms. They shift him a little bit in the outfield as well, with Wells playing over towards right center. And that is going to be drilled out to right. Kohler has it on the catch, and he's going to double him off if it's a good throw. It is into second. Needs to pick it up and step on the bag, and does. So a double play on a line out to right. The runner at second really thought that was going to be a lot farther than it was. He gets doubled off on a 9-4 putout. I believe it was the second baseman standing on the bag. Might have been the shortstop. It was probably 9-6. So a 9-6 putout ends the threat on the double play. The Falcons face three, give up a double, but leave none on base and have no errors. We are through a half inning. It is still 0-0. Back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Seasons change, but a farmer's work never does. The Bloyer Agency, or local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, tips their hat to those who help ensure we can all eat tomorrow. We are proud to offer the coverage they need to keep growing, and we're full of gratitude. So we're taking this moment to say thank you for bringing in the harvest today for a well-fed world tomorrow. Trust in farming. Trust in the Bloyer Agency in Odobolt. Trust in tomorrow. Contact the Bloyer Agency today. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes offers many different services. At their funeral homes, they explain the many different options in personalizing your service, then allowing you to make your own decisions. Their training and experience have prepared them to guide you through a very difficult time. They are committed to providing meaningful ceremonies to help you honor and remember the one that you have lost with a personalized service or for pre-planning your own funeral. Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes is a proud supporter of OABCIG.
So the top half of the inning, a walk, caught stealing, so that erased that base runner. Then a double to left, had a runner at second with one out. Number 3 hitter Henrich hits one out to right field. Kohler had him played perfect, barely even moved, caught the ball, but a base running error by the player hit the double, and that was Trey Jungers. He was well around third before he stopped and started to come back. He was doubled off. Wells swings and misses at strike one, and an 0-1 count. Nobody on for the leadoff hitter on the Falcons side. As Henrich delivers a little slide rule there. Henrich ahead in the count now, 0-2 to Wells. And that one will miss outside for ball one. Wells just show a good eye here. And with the third baseman behind the bag, even a little dribbler down the line might work for a base hit. He's going to swing through strike three there and bring up Trayton Kohler. Right-hand pitcher is Henrich.
Batting Trayton Kohler.
Batted from the left-hand side of the plate, as Kohler is right in the back of the box. Going to take it on the inside corner for a strike. Looks down to the coach for a sign. That'll scoop back to the backstop and a 1-1 count. The center fielder's playing Kohler to pull. I actually think Kohler, with his swing, has more power to right and right center than he does left. And he hits it that way a little more often than not, too. As that one's going to spike across low. Count moves to 2-1. So that gap in right center could be key. Of course, Colva does have some pop, has a couple of home runs on the year. He's going to hit one out shallow center. Shortstop is back and will make the play. So a pop out to short will bring up Easton Harms with 2 out and nobody on. Just got that one off the end of the bat.
Easton Harms on deck, number 4, Preston Gill.
If Harms does get on, Gill will come up. Harms as well, right on top of the plate, back of the box, upright stance. Going to take strike 1 on the bender. That's just a knee buckler. Comes in at the shoulder, then cuts across the inside corner. That's the way a curveball's supposed to. He's going to hit one high, just up the chimneys. Catcher is going to fade back underneath it and overran it for strike 2 on a foul ball. Even as the announcer, I couldn't follow how high that one got. It was up in the air quickly. Catcher had very little chance. By the time he picked it up, he is out of position to make the catch. 0-2, 2 outs. And that's swung on and will get away from the catcher. Harms racing down to first, and he will be through the bag in time. So a strikeout, but the inning continues. Reaching first on the wild pitch. And that brings up Preston Gill. So with Harms on first, on the strikeout,
on deck, Gabe Winterroad.
Expect to see him possibly try to steal second here. They are going to throw over. Back safely is Harms. Harms with good speed. Good size lead. Henrich working from the set for the first time. Comes home. Gill takes inside, ball 1. One 0 count. Outfield playing pretty deep tonight. Harms going to take off, low throw. Harms is going to slide in safely as the throw was up the line. So a stolen base for Harms puts him in scoring position. And the low pitch was ball 2. So a 2-0 count to Gill. I mentioned it last broadcast, but Gill, a very good clutch hitter. Average wasn't there, but for some reason when he comes up in these situations, he tends to put the bat on the ball. Swings through that one for a strike. And a 2-1 count. That one will bounce across 2. And Harms is going to take off for third. He's in safely, so now a wild pitch would score a run. So a 3-1 count to Gill. Runner has put himself in a position to score on any hit. Gill will take high for the walk. Second base runner is on a base on balls. And that'll bring up Gabe Winterroad.
On deck, number 11, Max Webb.
That has a pretty good fastball. He's missed a couple of pitches outside. Now facing the left-hand hitting Winterroad, who squared to bunt, pulled it back, and took ball 1. So Winterroad was thinking about maybe a little suicide squeeze there, put it up the line and see if Harms was coming down hard. A lot of times he swings away on this second pitch. 1-0 count. And he is going to swing away. That's over our heads and over the stands and landing once on the sidewalk, and should be an easy return. 1-1 count. All vehicles safe. Gill leading off first. He's going to take ball 2, and now ahead in the count is Winterroad, 2-1. Gill at first base. Winterroad is going to take strike 2, outside corner right at the knees. 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners are at the corners, 2 outs. Henrich coming from the set. He's going to hit it to the backstop. Harms coming in, and he will score. Gill around second, so the first run of the game goes to the Falcons. Over to second base is Preston Gill. And Winterow did his job a little bit there, made the pitcher throw some pitches, and now he's ahead in the count, or evened out of the count, full count, 3-2. And he will strike 3 into the catcher's mitt, but a run comes in. No hits, 1 runner left on, and no errors. We are through 1, and the Falcon lead is 1-0. Back in a moment, you are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
State purpose of visit.
Well, our tractor's gonna kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new bucket.
I don't need a bucket.
Provide bucket color preference. Red, yellow, taupe, magenta. Oh, wait. They are out of magenta.
Robots don't know you. We do.
I can do a quote on a new one.
With us, getting the right coverage starts with a conversation. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Alex Conover, Denise Van Dusen, and Berenice Lamas today.
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
All right, new pitcher in for the Falcons as Winter Road moves out to left. That's going to take the DH position out of the game. Into the game is Damon Dossel. So the DH, and that would be Max Webb, may still be hitting for Dossel. We'll have to see when he comes up. But he comes into the game. Winter Road moves out to left, which takes Kane Ladwig out of the game. He was the designated player for the DH. You know, I wonder if you might have had Winter Road start to face the first 3 hitters, bringing that lefty in. As Dossel finishes his warm-up pitches here, Harms will throw down and 1.
The winner of the theme for the songs, winner is Heidi Ladwig. The theme was animals. This last song was Black Dog.
Throw down, and we're ready for baseball in inning number 2. Mason Dix, Ryan Greenfield, and Gabe Sievers coming to the plate.
Batting, number 11, Mason Dix. On deck, number 9, Ryan Greenfield.
Dix at the plate, open stance, middle of the box. Got to take inside. Dossel, right-hand pitcher. Playing on the lines at first and third. Off the middle, straight away. Grounded over towards third, in the gap and through. So a single will bring up Ryan Greenfield with nobody out. And 1 on. A time call for first base.
New pitcher for the Falcons, Damon Dossel. On the mound, from the mound to left field, is Gabe Winterroad. Batting,
right-hand hitter stepping into the box, Greenfield. Now playing in at the corner at third, trying to prevent the bunt here. That's going to be ripped over towards third, and that's going to be right in the hole that was vacated by the third baseman. So back-to-back singles as runners at first and second with still nobody out. That'll bring up Gabe Sievers. First baseman holding on the runner but playing inside, preventing the bunt. Third baseman at the bag. As that's in there on the outside corner, strike 1. Dossel brings it home. That's going to be ripped over towards third and foul. And that gets Dossel ahead in the count 0-2. We got a question here. Coach Doetzler coming out talking to the official. I'm not sure what this would be in reference to. The official is going to finish the conversation and step back behind the plate. Might have seen something about the swing or leaving early or something along those lines where he stepped to. Hit out towards left field. Winter Road working underneath it, fading back to his left, and he will hit the cutoff and prevent the runners from advancing. So back-to-back singles and then a pop-out. Runners remain at first and second. We'll bring up Alex Spangler. First and second, one out. You got a force at third, second and first. They're going to go down. Throw is going to go into the outfield, and that's going to score a run. It gets past Winter Road, but briefly. Coming in to score is Mason Dix. At second base, Ryan Greenfield. The throw, if caught, may have been in time. It was going to be a bang-bang play. It just got through Hemer over there and into the outfield. So that'll be an error on the Falcons, I believe. And that's on the board now. Taking strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1-1 game. It's about as many ones as we can put on the board. 1 error on each side. 3 hits for KP, no hits for the Falcons. Missing outside and a 1-2 count. Dossel looks to second from the set, comes home. Swung on and missed, and that'll do it. A strikeout will bring up Carter Sievers. He's the DH tonight.
Batting Carter Sievers, on deck Tanner Durkee.
Sievers, right-hand hitter, upright stance. 3/4 back in the box. Tries to put a bunt down. Fielded by Dossel, up with it to first and in time. Swanger will make the catch. And the threat ends with 1 run across on 2 hits with 1 runner left and 1 error. We are through 1.5. Falcons and KP tied up 1 apiece. Back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Things today are just not made to last, but here at Holstein Manufacturing, we make the last grill you are ever going to need. From our roll-top backyard grills, complete with 4 burners for more even cooking, to pit fire, rotisserie, and country club grills, we can make what you need. Everything we make comes with options, so you can get exactly what you want. The grills are made with high-quality steel, so you are going to get a good quality grill that will last. Please let us show you. Check us out at our catalog online at HolsteinMFG.com.
Life is about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with care.
All right, we'll try that one more time. So, announcer error. We apologize. Mentioned running late. So I was at a church meeting down in Denison that went about 30 minutes long, and I raced up here and got here just in time as we were starting the game. My stat sheet's in the car, and I did not realize, for some reason, KP was sticking in my head, but it's actually Newell-Fonda who are playing tonight. Tomorrow night is West Monona. So it's Newell-Fonda. as the pitcher winds and brings it home. That is going to be swung on and missed, and that'll be strike 3 to Max Webb as Zach Heemer comes up.
Batting Zach Heemer.
So the Falcons and Newell-Fonda going at it tonight. Apologize, and we'll try to do better in the future. Shouldn't be hard. That's about as bad as you can get. As that's going to be fouled to the backstop and an 0-1 count. So Hogan Henrik, Rich that is, did give up 1 run in the first as Easton Harms advanced on a strikeout but was not caught by the catcher, and he eventually came to score on a wild pitch. Walk to Preston Gill. Gabe Winterode then struck out to end the threat, but that we got the run across. In the top of inning number 2, Newell-Fonda did get their run on 3 hits. They did leave 1 runner and 1 error on each team. So Falcons have 1 run, no hits, and 1 error. As the pitch will be outside and low in a 2-2 count. And Newell-Fonda has 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error. I don't know about you guys, but if you start saying something, it just gets into your head. So if I say it again tonight, I do apologize, but it is Newell-Fonda, it is not KP. The count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. That is going to be hit out towards shallow right, second baseman fading back, and will make a running catch. That's a nice play in shallow left field, and a good jump on the ball there by Bo Wilkin, who immediately broke back and made a good play. If he hadn't had that clean play, the left fielder had no chance to get in and catch it. So Swanger coming up for the Falcons, first baseman. That's going to be fouled to the backstop and an 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Kind of playing him a little bit towards the lines in the outfield. Good power gaps as he swings through strike 2. Swanger digging in. Kind of backloaded stance, has a lot of weight on that back right foot. And he's going to foul one out of play. And we'll do it again. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Henrich from the full wind has a little bit of pop in that fastball, as he will come home with a bender. And that curveball for him is pretty nasty curve. But when he throws it and starts it over the plate, it ends up in about the left-hand batter's box. Hard play for the catcher to make because you're diving to your right. Most catchers are left-handed, so you're reaching across your body, and then it just has that weird bounce on a curveball. As he will swing and miss at the high heat, and that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We're through 2 complete. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. 1-1, Newell-Fonda and OABCIG.
Starting an account of your own can be a challenging task. That's why I went to North Star Community Credit Union. They help make my finances easier to handle by offering me the services and products I need at a price that will fit my budget. They've got it all: savings, checking, ATM or debit card, loans, direct deposit, free online and mobile banking, e-statements, bill pay, and much more to suit my busy lifestyle. See for yourself why so many people like me have made North Star Community Credit Union their one-stop financial institution.
Visit their offices in Cherokee, Ida Grove, or Sheldon to start an account today. Federally insured by NCUA, you've got a strong credit union behind you.
Hi, I'm Mark Hansen, third-generation dealer here at Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. We have been family-owned since 1925. Whether you're looking for that new Chevy or GMC or any other vehicle, please give us a call at Rex Chevrolet in Odebo or look us up online at rexchevrolet.com.
Hi, this is Mick at Mark Hansen's Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. This year we celebrate 100 years of the Chevy truck, and Rex Chevrolet has been selling and servicing these trucks for over 90 of those 100 years. Stop by and see us for your next Chevy or GMC truck.
Back here in inning number 3, Falcons and Newell-Fonda tied up 1-1. On the bump still is Damon Dossel. Starter tonight was Gabe Winterode. He went one, then moved out to left field. Mustangs got their run in the second inning. Falcons in the first. Inning number 3 is going to bring up the 9, 1, and 2 hitters for the Mustangs. Winterode delivering home. In there, strike one. Or not Winterode, that's Dossel on the outside corner, strike one. Dossel from the full line comes home. Swung on and missed. Got him to chase low and tight. And an 0-2 count to the 9-hitter, Tanner Gerke. Got ahead of the count. You might want to waste one here. Going to come in high and tight. Try to get him to swing underneath that one. Wisely lays off the inside fastball. Now a 1-2 count. That'll be fouled down the right field line. I believe, yep. Close play, but had that tail on it that pulled it foul. I was over there quickly to get a ball back in. Was the right fielder Kohler. Reset, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dossel misses high there, ball 2. Dossel from the full line. Swung on, ripped over, right in the gap. They've been peppering that gap between third and short, and another single over that way. Leadoff runner is on for the 3rd time tonight. And now the top of the lineup, Hunter Christensen, then Trey Jungers. Christensen worked a walk and then was caught stealing when he tried to advance to second in the first inning. Fourth hit of the night for the Mustangs. Dossel catches the outside corner at the knees, strike 1. I can tell he doesn't like that pitch. I might try to throw it again. And they do. Tried to get him to stretch the zone out there, and he wasn't biting. 1-1 count. That gap between third and short is accentuated because they're playing in just in case the bunt goes down. And that's going to be ripped down the line and foul. If the ball is in foul territory, even if the player at third touches it while he is in fair territory, it is still a foul ball. That's what they called on that play. It was traveling just left of the bag at third. 1 ball, 2 strikes, runner at first. Dossel working from the set to the leadoff hitter. He's going to have that grounded out towards short, fielded by Gill up with it, and not in time to first as he put everything behind it, but that slow roller was going to be an infield hit for the speedy Hunter Christensen, who blasted down the line. Now again, runners are at first and second with nobody out, and Trey Jungers coming up. Jungers doubled out to left field in the first inning as Harms digs that one out and prevents any damage. 5 hits now for the Mustangs. No, just the 1 run. Bunt is down, and everyone will be safe as Dossel just couldn't come up with a clean. And we'll see if they give him an error there. They're going to give him a hit. So the single will load the bases with nobody out. And Hogan Henrich is up. Henrich lined out to the right fielder, Trey Kohler, in the first inning and ended up lining into a double play. Yeah, swing through strike 1. Looking in, Dossel working again from the full line. He's going to have one ripped foul past first base.
Batting is Henrich.
And now ahead in the count 0-2. Infield playing in. Gill and Siebenaller are on the grass, or just about. Same with the first baseman, Swanger, and the third baseman, Heemer. Tried to get him to chase outside, and the count goes to 1-2. Bases are juiced. Swung on, and it just takes a bad hop underneath Gill's glove. Winterode up, throwing. He's coming home with it at the plate, across safely. Harms is going to hold on to it, and advancing to second and third are Christensen and Jungers. Are Henrich and Jungers. Scoring are Christensen and Gerke. And another single, so 4 singles to start off here in inning number 2, or 3 that is. And the lead is now 3-1 for Newell-Fonda. Mason Dix up. He singled and scored the first run of the game. As he swings through, Harms loses for a second, up and down and safe underneath the tag, as Dossel didn't get there quite quick enough. Coming in was Jungers. Over to third is Henrich. One ball, no strikes, no outs. Runner at third, 3 already across, as Dossel brings it home. That's hit out towards left field, foul and out of play. And they're going to call him out. And that's something that Doetzler called earlier. It's stepping out of the box when you make contact with the ball. So once he did that, he was out.
Batting is number 9.
So Doetzler had come out of the dugout earlier and made an indication that he had seen something, and that same hitter was up. And he was up again when he hit the ball. He must have been in a position that was an illegal place to hit from, and therefore was called out. Dossel misses inside, and that is the first out of the inning. Falcons now trailing 4-1. Swan on missed, and a 1-1 count. Ryan Greenfield singled and was stranded at third last inning. That's ripped foul down the left field line. Count moves to 1-2. Harms setting up inside and receiving that ball. 2-2 count. Don't think that's what they were trying for there. It's okay to waste one when you're ahead on the count, but you got to make it one that might be swung at. And that one's going to be inside as well. So the count moves to 3-2. Those two just both got away from Dossel. Hard thing being a pitcher, that release point is tough to hold on to. It's going to be ripped out towards left, down the line. Winterode fading back. It is foul, but not by much. It's about 7 feet right. That's a home run. That's the second time he's been just ahead of it. The Greenfield just misses. Foul down the left field line. 3-2 count. First base is open. Dossel winds and comes home. Ripped, almost takes out the base runner over at third base, who dances out of the way. Couple of foul balls by Greenfield here. Dossel winds and fires. Swung on and ripped to third. Oh, almost caught, but dropped. Then they're going to go back to the pitcher. We'll see what they call it there. Might be an error on the third baseman. Haven't put a hit up or an error yet, so we'll see if that goes up. Going to take off towards second. They are going to throw down, and the runner stays put at third.
Batting, number 25, Gabe Severs on deck.
So that was an error. It was an E5. That brings up Gabe Severs, who's going to get a base hit right up the middle, and that probably scores two. Coming around third towards home, and nothing doing. The scoring on the play was Hogan Henrich and Ryan Greenfield on a single by Gabe Severs. Brings up Alex Spangler.
Number 18, Alex Spangler on deck, Carter Severs.
It's 5 runs across. The lead is 5 for Newell-Fonda as Alex Spangler struck out in the second inning. He has a runner at first with 1 out. Dossel missing outside. 1-0 count. Coming home from the set, swung on and missed. That was a mighty swing right there. I feel the air move from back here. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. If you're Dossel, you just want to settle down here, throw strikes, and let the outfield and the infield do their jobs. So you miss inside and a 3-1 count. You have a tendency right now, especially on a younger player, that you try to place the ball. And when you do that, that release point is real easy to lose. That's going to make it in there for strike 2, and the count moves full. Especially when you got 5 already across, you think, man, I just got to throw this perfect pitch. And you can't think about that. The runs scored are already done. You just got to move forward from here. So that misses high and outside, and a walk. We'll put runners at first and second with 1 out. And Carter Severs will be the 9th hitter of this inning.
Batting, Carter Severs. On deck, Tanner Gerke.
Runners are at first and second. Big inning so far for the Mustangs as they have plated 5. Looking back, Dossel comes home. That'll be fouled into the fence by third on a 1-1 count. Hamer will throw it back into Dossel. Senior night here. Number of seniors on the squad. You don't always see that for baseball because of the summer sport nature of it. So that misses inside and tight and a 2-1 count. Of course, for the next season, they will have graduated already, and a lot of people go on to the next phase, whether it's college. And any senior that sticks around for the baseball and softball season, you congratulate them for having the spirit to do so. In there for a strike and a 2-2 count. Of course, when you've had the success that the Falcons have had, it makes it a little easier. A lot of good athletics in the last couple of years. So that's fouled and rings harm's bell. I'm going to give him a second here as the coach at third comes in. It was a foul tip, so that keeps the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Harm's very resilient catcher. Good backstop. That'll be fouled back, out of play, and bounce on the sidewalk. Again, all vehicles are safe. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 2 runners on, first and second covered. Ripped out to the gap single. That'll score the runner from second. Advancing to second is Spangler. To first is Carter Sievers, and it'll bring up the leadoff hitter of this inning, which was Tanner Gerke. But we're going to have a mound visit with a lead at 6 and 6 across this inning. We'll take a break. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
As an independent agent, I work for you, helping you find the right coverage with the best companies at extremely competitive rates. I'm Jared with Schmidt Insurance in downtown Dollar Creek. I offer a complete lineup of insurance products including home, auto, farm, commercial, as well as life and retirement. For a no obligation quote, call me at 365-2535. That's 365-2535.
Here are a few Facebook reviews from Zimmy's Bar and Grill in Ida Grove. Best prime rib I've ever had. From appetizers and drinks, meal and price, all was great. Pretzel burger was to die for. Highly recommended, and I can't wait to go back to try more menu items. We stopped at Zimmy's in Ida Grove after a game, and they stayed open for us. It was steak night, and they were delicious.
I'm Eric Zimmerman, inviting you to enjoy our family-friendly full menu restaurant. Try it, love it, and come back for more at Zimmy's Bar and Grill, East Highway 175, Ida Grove.
As you cruise through downtown Odeboat, Iowa, you'll find Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, offering hardworking insurance for hardworking people. Have you visited SwansonWithYou.com? Put in a quote request. Check out real estate listings. Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, with you through the ages. Downtown Odeboat, online at SwansonWithYou.com. Larry Beckman Motors in Odeboat is your premier dealer for Ford, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram, new and used vehicles. Their dedicated sales staff, knowledgeable finance associates, and expertly trained technicians are all here to make your experience fun, easy, and hassle-free. We're proud to be family-owned and part of our local community. When it's time for a new vehicle for your family and a great selection of used vehicles and service, visit Larry Beckman Motors, Odeboat.
Okay, so into the game is Thayer. That is Zach Thayer coming out. Left-hander. He gets ahead of the count with a foul ball to Gerke. Gerke led off this inning with a single, came around to score. Second run of the game for the Mustangs. 7-1 game. As the pitch will miss low. And all the hits, save the first, are singles. 2 in the second, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here in the third. There was a double in the first, as that's going to be fouled to the backstop. Those are all the hits so far. 7 runs on 9 hits with 1 error. They're still at first and second for Thayer. As Dossel goes 1 1/3 innings, gives up 7 runs. Thayer working the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, comes home with it. That'll miss high, and the count moves full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Gerke swings through strike 3. So got him to chase up high. That was probably ball 4, but now it does not get any easier as Hunter Christensen has a lot of speed, and he steps up having reached on a walk and singled so far tonight.
Hunter Christensen batting.
Right on top of the plate.
On deck.
That's going to be grounded out towards short, fielded by Gill, up with it, and he'll just eat it. Oh, they're going to go around, and Gill wasn't watching. And the runner from second came around to score. So the infield single advances the runner to second, and scoring on the play was Spangler. That brings up Trey Jungers, as that will miss outside and high. Throws down to third. Runner comes in. And advancing to second is Hunter Christensen. So another error on that play. Now 3 errors on the Falcons. 9 runs are in. Runners at second. As Junger's going to foul that to the backstop. Well, you don't like to be in this position if you're the Falcons, but you may be asking what are the different rules for shortened games. 15 runs after 4. As Thayer comes home, missing low. 2 balls and a strike. 10 runs after 5. Pitch is in there for a strike. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hits it high and foul. Heemer giving chase, unable to get it.
Batting is Trey Jungers. On deck, Hogan Henrich.
Jungers doubled in the second inning and then was doubled off second to end the threat. Singled and scored earlier this inning. They are chasing the high pitches. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Thayer has the runner take off from second, but then comes home with it. And he was running back. He held on to it so long that the player thought he had to go back to second instead of advancing because he was worried he might throw to third. Foul ball, still resets it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now 3-2. If Jungers gets on, it would be Hogan Henrich. Looking back, now coming home. Fouled out of play and onto the press box. I guess it made the football stands. And the count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Shading him towards the line and left. Center fielder's over to left center. And again, chasing up high, what would have been ball 4 is instead fouled off the stands by the football field, and keep on coming for Zach Thayer and Trey Jungers. Thayer comes home. That is going to be ripped out towards Winter Road and left and foul. Tried to make the sliding catch out there as that ball just tailed foul. A lot of swings up there for Jungers. 17 pitches for Thayer so far in this inning for him. As that is swung on and missed, and will end the threat, but not before 8 runs come across on 7 hits with 2 errors. We are through 2.5, and the lead for Newell-Fonda is 9-1. We'll be back with the bottom of the third in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Seasons change, but a farmer's work never does. The Bloyer Agency, or local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, tips their hat to those who help ensure we can all eat tomorrow. We're proud to offer the coverage they need to keep growing, and we're full of gratitude. So we're taking this moment to say thank you for bringing in the harvest today for a well-fed world tomorrow. Trust in farming. Trust in the Bloyer Agency in Odebolt. Trust in tomorrow. Contact the Bloyer Agency today. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes offers many different services. At their funeral homes, they explain the many different options in personalizing your service, then allowing you to make your own decisions. Their training and experience have prepared them to guide you through a very difficult time. They are committed to providing meaningful ceremonies to help you honor and remember the one that you have lost with a personalized service or for pre-planning your own funeral. Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes is a proud supporter of OABCIG.
Back to the action here. Falcons looking to answer a big inning from Newell-Fonda. They now lead by 8, 9-1. And as I mentioned earlier, the 10-run rule in baseball different than softball. So softball is 3 innings and 12 runs. Baseball is 4 innings and 15 runs, or 5 innings and 10 runs. Up to bat is Eric Siebenaller. Siebenaller yet to hit tonight. And that'll be the top of the order with Trust Wells and Trayton Kohler. Henrik delivers in. Strike 2. Which is a nice breaking ball. As that'll be in there, strike 3. So far, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts.
On deck, Trayton Kohler.
Wells one of those Ks to lead off tonight. That'll be foul to the backstop. I wonder what makes that tight rotation where he gets that break across. It's the spin rate on the ball. So he's going to foul one back over our heads and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. So as he's throwing that, instead of lining up with his index finger and his middle finger spread apart on the ball, he moves those two together as he comes home with it. That's going to be ripped out towards the gap. Fielded there, up with it. Throw to first will not be in time as Trust Wells beats out an infield single. So then you line those up, and normally you'll rotate the ball into a 2-seam fastball position.
On deck, Easton Harms.
And you'll hold on to one of the seams, so it gives you a little extra grip there. And as you flick through with your index finger and your middle finger on the one side of the ball, it's whether you go over the top of the ball, that's more of a traditional curve ball, or if you go on the side of the ball, that'll be your slider. The slider will break at a more of a 45-degree angle coming in, and the curveball is going to come in north and south and dive towards the ground. As Kohler is going to rip one into the top of the fence behind the plate and an 0-1 count. And what gives it that bonus break that this pitcher gets is he throws it hard, and then that rev rate picks up because he snaps that wrist a little bit faster. It's hard on the wrist, but it does lead to some good movement on the fastball and the curveball. So he's going to rip that right there. And as Kohler ducked, I think the umpire might have given up on it. That one actually broke in and maybe on the back of the plate to the zone, but it's a 1-1 count. It does. It just starts right out at your shoulder. And as a hitter, you start to dive out of the way, and then it bends across the plate, and now you got to cover the plate. 1-1 count. That's swung on and missed. And a 1-2 count. That's hit up the middle. fielded, snapped to second, and in time for the fielder's choice on a 6-4 putout. Fielder's choice will bring up Easton Harms with a runner at first and 2 outs. Preston Gill on deck. Harms scored the only run for the Falcons. Struck out and advanced on a wild pitch and came in to score on a wild pitch. That Bender comes across. That's missing high, ball 1. Another nice thing that Henrich is doing tonight is he works at a very quick pace. Once he gets set, he almost immediately comes home. That's going to be fouled into the backstop, and the count moves to 1-2. You'd be amazed how much goodwill you can engender with your fielders when you don't take a lot of time on the mound. So as soon as Harms comes in, he looks in for the sign, gives the nod, and then comes home with it. And that is going to skip off of Harms's helmet. The second time he's had the headwear get stung. Once as the catcher, and now as the hitter. So with the hit by pitch, Preston Gill comes up. He walked and reached second base before he was stranded there in the first inning. No balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runners are at first and second. 9-1 the lead for Newell-Fonda. In there, strike 1. That's just a slider. That's really all he's throwing. He's throwing slider, fastball. It's a real hard pitch for the catcher to come across on. I mentioned earlier he's got that right-hander, so he's catching with his left hand, and to cover that left batter's box, he's got to go all the way across his body. That's why pitcher this level that throws that pitch almost is a threat to give up runs more so on wild pitches than he has on hits, if he's got the right stuff. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swung on and hit out towards right, fielded by the second baseman, up with it and in time to first, and a 4-3 putout ends the threat for the Falcons. They get 1 hit, they leave 2, and we are through 3, and the Falcons are trailing 9-1. Back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
State purpose of visit.
Well, our tractor's going to kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new bucket.
I don't need a bucket.
Provide bucket color preference. Red, yellow, taupe, magenta. Oh, wait. They are out of magenta.
Robots don't know you. We do.
I can do a quote on a new one.
With us, getting the right coverage starts with a conversation. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Alex Conover, Denise Van Dusen, and Berenice Lamas today.
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
All right, back to the playing field here in Ida Grove as the Falcons trailing 9-1 the score. Zach Thayer still on the bump. He gave up 1 run. I don't believe it was his runner when he came into the game. Threw close to 20 pitches, make it 18 as he throws 1 more to Harms, and we are going to come back in the 4th inning with the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for Newell-Fonda. If Newell-Fonda does get a bunch of runs here, they can put some pressure on the Falcons. That's going to be fouled and out of play. So Thayer's more of a slow bender here of a thrower. that's going to be hit a long way foul out ahead of that one. He throws the same curveball, fastball, or slider fastball. The difference is about 4 or 5 miles an hour. Thayer delivers home, and that'll be inside. Caught his elbow, and a hit by pitch will bring up Mason Dix with a runner on first.
Batting Mason Dix, on deck, Ryan Greenfield.
Dix singled and scored in the second and struck out in the third. Thayer now working from the set, comes home. Dix is going to rip one foul. So he really had a lot of different pitching styles from Winterode to Dossel. Winterode was a lefty, throwing from a very low release point. Dossel, right-hand pitcher, now to Thayer, a lefty, with a little slower action. The hitters are trying to swing at pitches maybe outside the zone. You see a lot of swinging up high. Ball's coming in a little slower. It's more tempting. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Runner at first. Mustangs on top, 9-1. Looking to first, now coming home. High in the sky, Swanger underneath it, now coming back to his right. Makes an acrobatic catch. That one was trying to get away from him there, but he did make the catch. And to pop out will be the first out of the inning. We'll bring up Ryan Greenfield. He singled and was stranded at third in the second, and then reached on an error and scored last inning. Looks to first. Now Thayer comes home. A foul to the backstop. And what's happening right now is the players are either way out in front of it, or they're getting tempted late and swinging late. There's a whole lot of foul balls off Thayer so far tonight. Looks to first. Now coming home with it. Just low. Thayer wanted that one, but they say it was just below the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That's in there on the outside corner for a strike. One ball and 2 strikes now to the hitter. Greenfield will have to protect, as he's going to foul one to the backstop. Works in, eyes first, now coming home. Ripped out towards left field, long way. Gabe Winterode is going to run into foul territory, and that is still a foul ball and resets the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one is delivered, and it's going to be just punched out to right. Kohler not able to make a play, as that was no man's land. So a single has runners at first and second for Gabe Sievers.
Batting Gabe Sievers, on deck, Alex Spangler.
So that's hit out to the gap in the infield. Now going to run all the way towards the fence. Picked up. It'll be at least a double, as the throw will come home. Harms is not going to get back in time. 2 runs will score on the play. Henrich and Greenfield coming in. Advancing to third on the throw was Severs, so he had a double, stretched it to 3 bases. Now a 10-run lead for the Mustangs, 11-1. Spangler up, he has struck out and singled, scored 1 run. They're going to move Wells over into the gap in left center. They leave Kohler all by himself over in right field. He's got a ton of ground to cover. And anything hit to Wells' left, he's got to run to as well, as that's going to be ripped through the gap and over to Winter Road. Run scores, and the throw will come in as another base hit, single for Alex Spangler, as Doetzler is going to come back out to the mound for Thayer. We're going to probably have a pitching change here as Easton Harms is going to take over on the bump. Thayer comes out. We're going to take a break as well. It's a 12-run or 11-run game, 12-1. Back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Things today are just not made to last, but here at Holstein Manufacturing, we make the last grill you are ever going to need. From our roll-top backyard grills, complete with 4 burners for more even cooking, to pit fire, rotisserie, and country club grills, we can make what you need. Everything we make comes with options, so you can get exactly what you want. The grills are made with high-quality steel, so you are going to get a good quality grill that will last. Please let us show you. Check us out at our catalog online at holsteinmfg.com.
Life is about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with care.
Starting an account of your own can be a challenging task. That's why I went to North Star Community Credit Union. They help make my finances easier to handle by offering me the services and products I need at a price that will fit my budget. They've got it all: savings, checking, ATM or debit card, loans, direct deposit, free online and mobile banking, e-statements, bill pay, and much more to suit my busy lifestyle. See for yourself why so many people like me have made North Star Community Credit Union their one-stop financial institution.
Visit their offices in Cherokee, Ida Grove, or Sheldon to start an account today. Federally insured by NCUA, you've got a strong credit union behind you.
Hi, I'm Mark Hansen, 3rd generation dealer here at Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. We have been family owned since 1925. Whether you're looking for that new Chevy or GMC or any other vehicle, please give us a call at Rex Chevrolet in Odebo or look us up online at rexchevrolet.com.
Hi, this is Mick at Mark Hansen's Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. This year we celebrate 100 years of the Chevy truck, and Rex Chevrolet has been selling and servicing these trucks for over 90 of those 100 years. Stop by and see us for your next Chevy or GMC truck.
So Easton Harms, the pitcher or catcher, coming in to pitch. As coming in to catch is Cale Ladwig. So Thayer comes out.
At the plate, Severs. On deck, Berkey.
So Severs is up, runner at first. As Harms steps off, looks at first, and comes back on. Right-hand pitcher. Harms coming home. Has an over-the-top delivery with the right hand. Facing Carter Severs, who has singled and scored a run and grounded out to the pitcher on a little sacrifice bunt attempt. Missing outside, and the count goes to 2-0. Newell-Fonda batted 12 last inning. In there for a strike and a 2-1 count. So far this inning, they've put 5 up to the plate. 3 of them have scored. 3 hits, 1 hit by pitch. 4 reached base. Foul to the backstop, so now another different delivery. As Dossel was kind of a slower throwing right-hander, now Harms is more of a over-the-top right-hander. Good fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ladwig with a nice stop there, got in front of it and kept the runner from advancing. So the count moves to 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. That's hit out towards left field as Winterode fades back, makes the catch. So a pop out to right is the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Tanner Gerke.
Batting, Tanner Gerke. On deck, Hunter Christensen.
Gerke is singled and scored a run and struck out. That one scoots back to the backstop. Advancing to second is Spangler. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. The lead is 11. Harms coming home with it. Just misses outside. Ladwig tried to frame it in there. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. That's going to foul to the backstop. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Harms looks back to second. Now comes home. Missing high. Ladwig throws to third. And the stolen base there. And that's something you lose when you bring in Harms to pitch. That mitt behind the plate and a big arm. Ladwig has a nice arm. There are very few players that are playing catcher better than Harms right now at this level. As that will miss high. And a walk for Gerke will bring up Hunter Christensen with runners at the corners and 2 outs. Christensen has walked and singled twice. He was caught stealing and scored a run. He has a lot of speed. So anything hit in the infield, unless it's hit right at a player or very firmly, could be an infield single. They are going to go. That's taken on the inside corner for a strike. Catcher indifference for Gerke advances him to second in scoring position. Now runners are at second and third with 2 outs. Missing high and a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. 13 hits for Newell-Fonda, 1 hit for the Falcons. That's grounded sharply to second. Siebenthaler up with it to first and in time. Like I said, a firm hit can do it. So a 4-3 put out ends the threat. The Mustangs are able to plate 3 on 1, 2, 3 hits with 2 runners left on. We are through 3.5, and the lead is 11 for Newell-Fonda. Back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
As an independent agent, I work for you, helping you find the right coverage with the best companies at extremely competitive rates. I'm Jared with Schmidt Insurance in downtown Dollar Creek. I offer a complete lineup of insurance products including home, auto, farm, commercial, as well as life and retirement. For a no obligation quote, call me at 365-2535. That's 365-2535.
Here are a few Facebook reviews from Zimmy's Bar and Grill in Ida Grove. Best prime rib I've ever had. From appetizers and drinks, meal and price, all was great. Pretzel burger was to die for. Highly recommended, and I can't wait to go back to try more menu items. We stopped at Zimmy's in Ida Grove after our game, and they stayed open for us. It was steak night, and they were delicious.
I'm Eric Zimmerman, inviting you to enjoy our family-friendly full menu restaurant. Try it, love it, and come back for more at Zimmy's Bar and Grill, East Highway 175, Ida Grove.
All right, it's an 11-run deficit for the Falcons. We'll have Winterode, Webb, and Heemer coming up. Winterode tries to drop a bunt down. Good bunt, up with it to first, and in time. Whew, bang, bang play on the 5-3 putout. But Winterode called out at first, brings up Max Webb. It's a good bunt. And he was thrown out by a quarter of a step there. Good stretch by the player at first base. That is Tanner Gerke. That's in there, strike one to Webb. Webb struck out in the second inning. No balls, one strike, one out. That'll miss low. Bounce into the backstop and a 2-1 count. Henrich is in for his fourth inning of work, has 59 pitches through 4 innings. Struck out 5 hitters so far. And no, I thought that was right at the knees, but they're going to say ball 3. So Webb with a good eye, ahead in the count 3-1. Oh, he swings through, tips that into the catcher's mitt. Count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. That will be a walk, so Webb will be a base runner. And it brings up Zach Heemer. He lined out to the second baseman. Dotzler's going to come out and talk to the umpire. He's asking a question, I believe, about the pitcher. And they're going to replace the pitcher. So Hogan Henrich is going to come out of the game. And the umpire is going to go over. Henrich is going to go to first base. I believe the new player on the bump is number 9, Ryan Greenfield. Greenfield was in center field. Let's see, I think Gerke moved out towards the outfield as Henrich goes over to first. So we'll take a quick break, be back here in 30 seconds. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
As you cruise through downtown Odeboat, Iowa, you'll find Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, offering hardworking insurance for hardworking people. Have you visited SwansonWithYou.com? Put in a quote request. Check out real estate listings. Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, with you through the ages. Downtown Odeboat, online at SwansonWithYou.com.
As we are back here, finishing up some warm-up tosses, is Greenfield for the Mustangs. He's going to be facing the number 7 hitters, Zach Heemer, then Luke Swanger and Eric Siebenaller. Falcons trailing in this game by 11, 12-1. Not sure what Dotzler saw that he came out and talked, but immediately when he came out, then they went and pulled Henrich out of the game, so it might have been a pitch count situation. I think we're finishing up our warm-up tosses.
Pitcher for the Mustangs,
So that'll.
Center to the mound is Ryan Greenfield.
Greenfield is in.
From pitching to the mound is Hogan Henry. Then we have the outfielder move from left to center. Your first baseman from first to left.
That's what we did. The first baseman, Gerke, moved out to left field. The left fielder is Trey Jungers. He moves over to center. So everybody stayed in the game. The pitcher moved over to first base. A little around the horn there. So that's going to be line foul and a 1-1 count. Falcons 1 run, 1 hit, 3 errors. Mustangs 12 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. Missing outside and a 2-1 count. Eyes the runner at first, comes set. Now brings it home, missing outside. So that's in there. Oh. Well, I was calling it a strike, but I was wrong. And so were the Newell-Fonda fans.
Announcement from the concession stand.
No balls, no strikes, 1 out.
Bratson Burgers, $2. Hot dogs, $1.
No balls, no strikes, 1 out. 2 on, first and second. One ball, no strikes. Swanger's up. As he'll take ball 2. Swanger struck out to end inning number 2. The coach is going to come out and talk to the pitcher here, as Greenfield hasn't got one into the zone yet.
The announcement from the concession stands was hot dogs, $1. Burgers and brats, $2.
Coach is working on the pitcher here, as the game has slowed down a little bit in inning number 4. Falcons got 1 in the first. They were ahead 1-0. Newell-Fonda answered back with 1 in the second, 8 in the third, and 3 in the fourth. As that's going to take a hop up to second. Throw to first is going to be dropped at first. They're going to try to score from third, and he is across to score. So coming in was Max Webb on a fielder's choice. It was a 6-3 putout. Swanger remains on first and brings up Eric Siebenaller. 12-2 our score. Missing high and tight. Siebenaller struck out to start the third inning. Going to ground one out towards short. Going to rattle around at his grill, but up with it and in time to second base on the 6-3 putout, ending the threat. The Falcons get 1 on no hits with 1 runner left on, and we are through 4 complete. It's 12-2. Mustangs are on top by 10 going into the 5th inning. Be back in a moment. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Larry Beckman Motors in Odebo is your premier dealer for Ford, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram, new and used vehicles. Their dedicated sales staff, knowledgeable finance associates, and expertly trained technicians are all here to make your experience fun, easy, and hassle-free. We're proud to be family-owned and part of our local community. When it's time for a new vehicle for your family and a great selection of used vehicles and service, visit Larry Beckman Motors, Odebo.
Seasons change, but a farmer's work never does. The Bloyer Agency or local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company tips their hat to those who help ensure we can all eat tomorrow. We are proud to offer the coverage they need to keep growing, and we're full of gratitude. So we're taking this moment to say thank you for bringing in the harvest today for a well-fed world tomorrow. Trust in farming. Trust in the Bloyer Agency in Odobolt. Trust in tomorrow. Contact the Bloyer Agency today. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
All right, this is a big inning for the Falcons, as 12-2 being the score. It's already a 10-run game. They can't give up any more runs, and they're going to have to get one across. Otherwise, this game will be done after this inning. Up to bat for the Mustangs is the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, as Harms gets them to ground back to the pitcher, throw to first in time, and 1 up, 1 down, and 1 pitch on a 1-3 putout. That was a big thank you to Hannah for getting us on the air and bearing with me tonight. It was late getting here, but everything was set and ready to go when I did. 12-2 remains the score. Pitch coming in and taken for a strike to Hogan Henrich, who was the starter tonight and pitcher of record. Harms came in last inning, closed out the inning, and starting here in the bottom of the 4th, top of inning 5, I should say. That's going to be fouled to the backstop. So I mentioned the different styles of pitching. One thing with Harms, as a right-hander, he has a real over-the-top delivery. So you get maximum velocity when you go that way, as he will bring it down. And that ball kind of comes from a higher plane, and he's already about 6'2", 6'3". So when he brings that up with the arm, it really is more of a north to south delivery motion, as that one comes through low, bounces through the wickets, but blocked, and the count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. It kind of goes through the zone a little different too. Harms winds and fires home. Rip foul. Tried to shave some of the belly hair off the first base coach there. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on. Ripped out towards right field, long way back. Kohler fading back at the wall, makes the catch. Loud pop out is the second out, and that will bring up Mason Dix.
Batting Mason Dix, on deck Ryan Greenfield.
Mason Dix has singled, scored a run, struck out, and popped out to the first baseman. That was a pop out in foul territory. That one misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Harms looking for the first 1-2-3 inning of the Falcons, as he will go inside and hit him. So no 1-2-3 inning. Falcons did have a 3 at-bat inning in which they had a walk, caught stealing, a double, and then a double play. It's not quite a 1-2-3 inning, but sort of a 1-2-3 inning. Two outs, runner at first. Missing low, ball 1. Ryan Greenfield up. He has scored 2 runs tonight, has 2 hits and reached on an error. They do go. Ladwig blocks it, but unable to keep it in front. And the count is 2-0. Harms wants to check in with the catcher. We're going to talk about a couple things. Just Harms maybe saying, here's what I'd like to throw. And you should call that, because that's what I want to do. Also, as a catcher, you might be given some advice as to how to block that. Dotes, they're coming out. He's got a ball in hand. Wants to remind him about something here. Two balls, no strikes. Runner is at second base, 2 outs. Forced to first. Harms coming home. High fly ball down the right field line, fading, and out of play. Three different Falcons were running over to make a play, and not able to contain it was the field here. That'll get right in front of the trees. Harms misses outside. Ladwig is up, and he will just eat that apple. Over to third on the play is Dix. So now any passed ball scores a run, most likely. Any hit scores a run. Harms brings it home. Hit out towards second and fielded there on a line out. Ending the inning. And the Falcons trail by 10, 12-2. We're through 4.5. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes offers many different services. At their funeral homes, they explain the many different options in personalizing your service, then allowing you to make your own decisions. Their training and experience have prepared them to guide you through a very difficult time. They are committed to providing meaningful ceremonies to help you honor and remember the one that you have lost with a personalized service or for pre-planning your own funeral. Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes is a proud supporter of OABCIG.
State purpose of visit.
Well, our tractor's going to kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new bucket.
I don't need a bucket.
Provide bucket color preference. Red, yellow, taupe, magenta. Oh, wait. They are out of magenta.
Robots don't know you. We do.
I can do a quote on a new one.
With us, getting the right coverage starts with a conversation. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Alex Conover, Denise Van Dusen, and Berenice Lamas today.
I want to thank our sponsors tonight, and they include EverTech, Farm Bureau Insurance Agents, Alex Conover, Denise Van Dusen, Bernice Lamas, Bloyer Agency, Holstein Manufacturing, Hoffman Agency, Holstein Senior Living, North Star Community Credit Union, Rex Chevrolet, Schmidt Insurance, Zimmy's Bar and Grill, Beckman Motors, Christensen Van Houten Funeral Home, Swanson Insurance and Real Estate. Also want to thank our pregame sponsor, Gordon's Body Shop, and our scoreboard sponsor, United Bank of Iowa. Newell-Fonda comes in tonight with a record of 15-5, I believe, taking on an 11-7 OABCIG squad. Falcons had the lead 1-0 after 1. Newell-Fonda tied it up in the second, 1-1. Then a big 8-run inning in the third put them up by a score of 9-1. So that's in there, strike one. Line and slow breaking ball will not come in. Greenfield on the mound for his second inning of work. Trustwell's at the dish. 1 ball, 1 strike. As that'll miss outside and low. So that 8-run third put Newell-Fonda up 9-1. And then a 3-run fourth gave them a 12-1 lead. Falcons got 1 back in the fourth. And that's where we sit right now, 12-2. It's going to be hit foul. And that will find the parking lot. 1 hop and 2. And snakes through, working its way to my minivan, but not with enough force to dent it. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Wells. Foul to the backstop, and a 2-2 count remains. So the Falcons get no runs here. This game will be complete. on the 10-run rule. To get one, we will play another frame. That one rattles off the umpire's face mask, and the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Number 1 hitter, Trust Wells, struck out and singled. He's going to fist one over, fielded by Trayton Kohler in the on-deck circle. Hit that right off the handle. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Greenfield from the full line brings it home. That'll go to the backstop again. Kohler still having fun out there. Every team needs some players like that. That's going to be hit out towards third, fielded, bouncing up, and that'll be an infield single or an error. We'll see what they call it. I don't think he had a chance to get a play anyway. Would have had to have been perfect, but they may put an error on the board. They are going to give a hit, second hit of the game for Wells, and it's also the second hit for the team. So just the 2 hits tonight. Kohler up. Wells has speed. Misses outside. Looks to first. Now coming home. Swung on and missed. And a 1-1 count. Kohler looking out. Greenfield now looks back to the catcher after faking the throw to first. I guess Dotzler doesn't want to run into one here. That one misses outside as well. 2 balls and a strike. The harder your lineup coming up, even if you get to second, it doesn't help you much. So that's going to be grounded out towards short, fielded, throw to second in time. No chance at first, so a fielder's choice on the 6-3 or 6-4 putout will bring up Easton Harms with a runner at first.
Easton Harms on deck, Preston Gill.
And 1 out. Falcons now 2 outs away from their 8th loss of the year. Kohler at first. Harms takes inside and tight. Ball 1. Working from the set now. Greenfield comes home. That one bounces across. Good stop by the catcher. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runner at first is Trayton Kohler. As that is hit high into the construction zone in front of the school, which is now concrete and not dirt as the project continues forward. Ripped up the middle, fielded at short, throw to first. It's safe at second. So I believe that's going to be an error on the shortstop, as a clean play would have been an out at second at the very least. But they are going to give it a hit. Okay. Who am I to judge? So runners are at first and second with 1 out, and Preston Gill is up, taking strike 1 on the outside corner. So if Kohler can come in, we're going to play 1 more inning. Looks the second, now coming home.
Good eye.
Just low. Gill, selective hitter. Takes strike two on the outside corner. That outside corner has been open all day. One ball, two strikes. Grounded up the middle. Up, throw to on to first, and in time, double play ends it. So a 6-3 double play ends the game and the threat, and the Mustangs beat the Falcons 12-2 in 5. We'll take a break and be back here in 1 minute. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
Things today are just not made to last, but here at Holstein Manufacturing, we make the last grill you are ever going to need. From our roll-top backyard grills, complete with 4 burners for more even cooking, to pit fire, rotisserie, and country club grills, we can make what you need. Everything we make comes with options, so you can get exactly what you want. The grills are made with high-quality steel, so you are going to get a good quality grill that will last. Please let us show you. Check us out at our catalog online at holsteinmfg.com.
All right, back to action here as the Falcons fall tonight. Final score 12-2. Falcons had an early lead, 1-0. That game got tied up 1-1 in the second inning. Then 8 more runs by Newell-Fonda in the third to take a 9-1 lead. 3 more in the fourth, and they were ahead 12-1. Falcons got 1 back to make it 12-2 in the fourth inning. And that's where we stayed into the fifth inning as well, and an early exit for the Falcons as they fall by 10, 12-2 the final. Some hits for the Falcons. Trust Wells was able to get 2 of them, 2 for 3 tonight, both of them singles. And there were only 3 hits in the game. The other one was had by Easton Harms, who was 1 of 2. He reached all 3 times. Once when he struck out, got to first and scored the first run of the game on a wild pitch. And then he reached on a hit by pitch in the third and singled in the fifth inning. The other run was scored by Max Webb, who reached on a walk and came in to score as well. And those are your only stats on the hitting side of the game. The starting pitcher for the Falcons was Gabe Winterode. He did go 1 inning, gave up no runs. The loss will be attributed to the second pitcher of the game, which was Mr. Dossel. He was the pitcher of record after the third inning when Newell-Fonda was able to take the lead. Want to say a big thank you to our sponsors. Thank you as well to Hannah. For everybody else, my name is Michael Earl. I want to thank you for joining us. This has been a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night as the Falcons will look to get back in the win column. And that game, I believe, is West Monona over in Ottawa. And Hannah's giving me the thumbs up. So we'll see you then, folks. Have a great night. Drive safe.